Hello, welcome to tonight's video of Mr. Morgan Baker's project-based lesson on how to make a documentary. This lesson is a part of an integrated thematic unit in conjunction with 3 other classes grappling with the issue of the California water crisis. This lesson is intended for a 10th or 11th grade class and will cover subjects such as journalism, documentary filmmaking, as well as incorporating science and communication of science materials to a broader audience, as well as the necessity of documentary filmmaking. First off, what is a documentary? Well, simply put, a documentary is a non-fictional film or visual presentation intended to document some aspect of reality, primarily for the purposes of instruction or maintaining a historical record. The rules of making this documentary are as follows. Groups of 3 to 4 students will make documentaries that are 7 to 9 minutes long. There's no real rules for style, but very real rules for content, and we'll go over that later. And then each documentary will cover at least 1 to 2 topics you have learned here in this class or that you've learned in other classes in the thematic unit. And then this documentary and the topic that you choose will link back in some way to your community. When selecting a topic, it's important to keep it simple, relevant, and meaningful. The intent is to cause change in people's minds, their feelings, and their actions. There really are a whole host of topics to cover in this subject. Some key issues surrounding the California water crisis are as follows: historic water rights, infrastructure and distribution, increasing population causing higher demand, climate change, class equity issues, sensible agriculture, and really any topic of your own choosing. And any of these topics can be discussed in a documentary that you're going to make for this class. Now for this class, there's really 2 ways in which groups of 3 or 4 will actually decide on their topic. And those are class consensus or by lottery. And the reason that there are these 2 ways in which to go about this is that no 2 topics can be the same in this class and for this project. In class consensus, the way in which that works is that in your groups, discuss what topic you wish to document and film. At class time, we'll openly discuss who wants to do which topic, and if 2 or more groups who wish to do the same thing will negotiate and choose other topics. Essentially meaning that if one group really likes their topic and they really want to do it, and somebody else who wants to do that same topic but actually has an interest in, say, another topic, well, this will at least cause the students to compromise. However, in an instance when groups who cannot compromise any number of groups will have their topics really assigned by lottery from the list of topics already mentioned. This is just to make everything more streamlined, and also to basically make sure that everything that we're going to watch in this class at the end of this project is different from one another. So writing a documentary is a lot like writing the future. Documentaries are about discovery and things that haven't happened yet. However, writing a script for a documentary is a lot like creating a roadmap. You'll need a roadmap, per se, to get you started going in the right direction. And this is what we call a shooting script is useful for. And this is a document that you will have to turn in. A shooting script consolidates research and outlines the film's story, providing a visual guideline for the shoot. It is also a wish list, meaning open to changes. And I have listed these links below for which you to visit, and that give great examples as to what a shooting script looks like and how it can be written. And then documentaries are about discovery and things that haven't happened yet. So in the end, you're also going to have a post-shooting or a postscript. And this postscript is going to include all the changes you made to your roadmap because of what you discovered along the way in the process of the journey of making the documentary. And this too will be a document that you turn in at the end of the assignment. A post-shooting script is just like a shooting script in terms of format. And you can watch this video on YouTube from J.R. Martin Media to get more details about that. Now let's talk a little bit about style and substance. According to some filmmakers, there are 6 styles or types of documentaries: observational, reflexive, participatory, expository, poetic, and performative. And you can see, and if you click the link below, you will be able to visit this article at Meridian Stories and see more on those definitions. Well, if you like watching movies, great, you're in for a lot. You're in for a big treat. Watching documentaries is important to your grade. In fact, I would actually say that it depends upon it. And these are some filmmakers that we will actually be exploring and their styles of filmmaking because they're really quite interesting. Errol Morris, Ari Folman, Barbara Kopel, Ken Burns, and Michael Moore. And there are others along that we will also be watching too that I just haven't listed here. Here are some documentaries and some documentary-like news programming that you can watch to get you started and to give you a sense of what maybe you're looking for in your own documentary. So here I will briefly go over some of the assignment details in more thorough extent. 7 minutes minimum, 9 minutes maximum. Shooting script to be turned in before you start shooting for pre-approval. Postscript turn in prior to submission of the documentary. Like in journalism, factual accounts and cited source attribution only, no rumors, gossip, or inference. Use material from other classes in this thematic unit to support your film's topic. Link the topic of your film to your local community. Reflection essay after the documentary has to be submitted, 1 to 2 pages, and more details on that later. All materials, scripts, film, and essay uploaded to a public forum site like YouTube or Vimeo and WordPress or Blogspot. Here is the rubric for which this documentary will be graded and all subsequent materials related to it. So please review this frame in particular at your own leisure. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and if you have any further questions, please feel free to email me at mbaker6@mail.brandman.edu.